This is a Fatal 4 podcast.
Hey folks, Kaz here. Just wanted to drop in real quick before the show and let you know that what you're about to hear was recorded Monday night. And if you know the history of Fatal 4 podcasts, going back to the days of RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk, there's always at least a 50% chance huge news will break right after we record a show. And this has happened yet again, as we've learned that Tetsuya Naito and Bushi will be leaving New Japan Pro Wrestling. So what you're about to hear is a talk before we knew this huge news in our world, and we will be addressing that and more when we bring you a special post-Wrestlemania Weekend Didn't Get All of It Japan early next week. Until then, we hope you enjoy the show, and thank you for listening. It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to talk some wrestling on Didn't Get All of It Japan tonight. I am your host, Kaz Wheeler, and we're here to bring you an April shower of wrestling news, notes, and opinions. But they won't be just from me. With me, as always, is a man with a severed head in his house. It's B-Rob.
This is an accurate statement.
I know it is. Because you show it off every time we're on here.
No. Oh, yeah, Nick didn't see it. Hold on. Continue.
Oh, Jesus.
While he's doing that, back from being quarantined because he didn't get the cooties vaccine, Will Housel.
So, hear me out on this one, guys. So, you know how the founder of New Japan was basically raised by a North Korean in Ricky Dozan, right?
Uh-huh.
So, what if we, Superman Red Sunned him, and instead he was raised by Bruno Sammartino? And instead of being the king of strong style, he was the king of pasta. And then he now went by Antonio Inoki.
I don't like anything you just did.
That was a long way for it.
It was only good because I'm sitting here watching B-Rob play with his mask.
Yeah. No, this is not a mask. This is a head.
That's your head? Oh my God.
See, look at that.
That's beautiful. It really is.
He put his dick in there.
No, I did not.
Wouldn't you?
No, I did not.
We are.
And I'm glad I was on camera to tell you that actually sucked. Damn, Will. So,
you can see the pain in his face.
Yeah. So there you go.
You heard
I was trying to be real polite and not interrupt that terrible joke. I should have just done it.
I think good.
Here's the thing. I do love a gnocchi, so I'll give it a pass.
That's the cat from Curious George. Gnocchi.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. And
I know y'all have
kids. I forgot about that. Wait, B-Rob knows. Hold on a second. Curious George. Anybody? No?
Yes,
I remember.
I
the
do assume
books.
B-Rob knows it.
Because I'm old.
We're moving past
on,
this.
son.
Absolutely not, Will.
All right.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
You heard his voice. Joining us again, the rotating fourth chair, Nick Marsico, spinning here with us tonight.
Motherfuckers, I was being wholesome. How you doing, guys?
I know. It's the bald white man from Texas.
Exactly. He had to take it to a bad place. A real bad place.
Mm-hmm. Will wasn't even thinking about it. Now you put it in his head.
What?
Seriously.
This is bullshit.
Yep.
Oh, it's not bullshit.
Finish your damn intro.
If you haven't already, like and subscribe to this show on your podcatcher of choice. Find us over on Blue Sky and give us feedback. And go leave us one of those 5-star reviews and let everybody know how much you love this here show. And if you do, I'll read it in this very intro. That's right, you can put words in my mouth. And finally...
I don't like the way you say that every week. I don't know.
Stop derailing the intro. Jesus Christ.
Of Latter-day Saints.
It's one of those weeks.
Yes, it is. And finally, if you're enjoying our content and want more from us or anyone else at Fatal 4 Podcasts, head on over to Patreon and search Fatal 4 Podcasts or go to fatal4podcast.com. That's Fatal, F-O-U-R, podcast.com, and sign up at either the $3 Discord level, which gets you full access to our Discord channel where we talk all things wrestling and anything else your heart desires throughout the week, or sign up at the $5 Fatal 4 Plus level. You get all that along with exclusive monthly bonus shows from all across the Fatal 4 Podcast Network, including our upcoming mailbag episode where we'll answer all the burning questions you listeners send us. And
that's
now,
right. We finally answered, do we wipe standing or sitting?
We don't.
There's only one answer to that, or at least there should
don't wipe?
be.
So there's multiple answers.
There should only be one, and it's sitting. I don't like to silence that guy.
Oh, I don't know.
And clearly none of us agree with you.
B-Rob?
I may be stealing Nick's gimmick and quitting the show if this goes the way I think it's about to.
B-Rob?
What? I sit and wipe. What you talking
Okay,
about?
all right, okay. No, your silence, I don't know. It's
No, I just want you to stop so I can tell everybody to also listen to the Jumpin' Knee podcast, which we had Jessica on last episode, and I want to say hi. But y'all keep running your goddamn mouths about some other bullshit. You can't get through the goddamn intro.
this is
About
what
this kind of
happens
stuff with her around, because that's inappropriate, guys.
Yeah, what happened last week? I didn't listen. What happened? How'd that go?
Yeah, Kaz, give him the rundown. This is the A block now.
Yeah, it went very well, and you missed a great show.
Yeah, Jessica's fun. Good sport.
Very much so.
Are you replacing me?
Depends on how tonight goes.
Yeah, how long it takes you to clean your butt
Pretty
and take a
shaky.
shower.
It's pretty shaky so far. They've got Northeast representation now with me, so
Yep. Hitting the four corners.
Yeah, Nick's sitting over in the chair in the corner waiting.
The cuck chair. Yeah.
sir,
Feet up or feet down?
power, son.
You wipe feet up or feet down?
What? No, I'm talking about how you sitting in the chair, feet on the ground or feet in the chair.
By chair, you mean toilet.
Oh no.
Go ahead and
Why are we
start
doing this?
writing show
I didn't start
titles
this. Just
already?
remember that. I was brought into this crap.
So Micah showed up somewhere. Sendai
Yeah,
Girls.
Yes, at the Arisa Sendai Girls show. Stardom's Micah showed up and challenged Chihiro Hashimoto for the Sendai Girls World Championship. And that match is added to an already stacked All-Star Grand Queendom card.
So I follow them on YouTube or whatever. They don't have like a proper streaming thing. Most of their content is just strictly on the YouTube, correct?
Sendai Girls, yes.
Yes. Had that
Yeah,
match with Miko Satomura on a retirement tour there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you'll see Suri and Veni a lot on there. Yeah, they put out a lot of really good stuff.
Mhm.
But yeah, this All-Star Grand Queendom show for Stardom is really stacked. It's got show of the year potential. We've got that Tam Nakano, Saya Kamitani career versus career match. We got Mayu Iwatani and Shuri for the IWGP Women's title. Starlight Kid and Izumi. Then we got that Micah Chihiro Hashimoto. Yeah, it's going to be a great. I think that's on the 27th of April. Yeah. So if you're looking to get into some Stardom, that is a really good place to start.
Wait, wrestling happens after WrestleMania?
Yeah, really good wrestling is happening after
Yes,
WrestleMania.
the night after Mania, and that's it, right?
Yeah, where all the big returns happen. You'll get to see Aleister Black, maybe
Yes.
Oh?
Mike Jones.
maybe a Rusev.
Oh?
Mike Jones.
It'll be like 2017 all over again.
I love 2018 SmackDown.
Yeah. Speaking of things I don't love, the name of this next thing, the president of Stardom, Taro Okada, announced a new venture to replace the company's current rookie tryout system, the Cinderella auditions, with a new initiative called Stardom Project 2025.
So is it just going to change yearly?
I hadn't even thought about that, I assume, but I don't love calling it Project 2025.
They
But
should
it
call it Stardom Tough Enough.
It'd be better, but it's going to be include a televised show on TV Asahi, chronicling the tryout process and focusing on the new trainees.
Every time I hear that name, I think of the Moonsault.
Well, you know who it's named for.
Yeah.
Who?
The person that does the Acai Moonsault.
Which is?
Escapes me right now.
It's the Ultimo Dragon,
Yeah.
Yoshihiro Asahi.
Why are
It's
you
actually
giving out
brother.
shoot
It's actually,
names?
the TV show is his brother Joe Asahi, though. You didn't know that.
I didn't.
The more you Joe.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, speaking of WrestleMania weekend, we have the final matches announced for the Bloodsport event. And we now know that Konami's opponent will be WWE's Shayna Baszler.
Yes.
That's
Hey,
kicking ass.
Did you know this is basically a WWE show?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, everybody on here except for like 2 people is WWE. Well, 3.
It's WWE versus Stardom, just about.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, so you got Natty versus was that Mayu?
Yep, Natty and Mayu.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Carmen Petrovic versus Micah.
Mike is on there. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm interested in all those matches.
Yeah, I think this is going to be really fun.
Mm-hmm. You got damn Karrion Kross against Kratos, so weird ass.
Yeah, that's an odd one.
I feel like it's the one event Kratos actually does all year that anybody watches.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just this fucking show.
Another interesting one is going to be Tavion Height and Royce Isaacs.
They
Whatever.
finally remembered they employed Tavion Heights.
He's been doing
Has
things.
he not shown up on TV? Is he doing something?
He does like tag shit, but it's like
Is he with Charlie Dempsey's group? Is that what
right.
he's
Yeah.
part of?
But you would think like after that tour, he would get the push and not Josh Briggs.
They also decided not to bring in Omos to TV again, though. So I mean, what the fuck? Are we even doing?
Don't remind me.
Yeah, where the
Yeah.
fuck is Omos?
Maybe they're Friday Battle
Yeah.
Royal.
Willie?
Yeah. The only other thing that I want to, oh yeah, you're 100% right. The only other thing I want to bring up on here is how we feel about Josh Barnett and Gabe Kidd.
Well, depending on if we're getting Gabe Kidd from the Dome or Gabe Kidd versus Ishii.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because we're talking about Windy City, ready?
We are. So I'm
Oh,
very
I
interested
can't
where we
wait
get
to talk about that
to
match.
that.
All right,
Oh, I'm
let's
interested.
get to it.
I want to get to that shit right now because I'm interested in what the hell you have to say.
We'll get to it. We still got a little bit of news, though.
All right.
There's a few more things in the Joshi realm. For Marigold, Bozilla is returning to her home country of Germany due to an undisclosed family illness, and is unknown at this time when or if she will be returning to Marigold.
Yeah, it's called the Florida-itis, and she's going to NXT.
Yeah, it seems like it's.
Which, like, that's like you got that other big burly lady, that Bailey, whatever the hell her name is.
Well, she's an LFG person, so
I mean, it's all the same shit.
Yeah, but Bozilla's actually really good.
True. I've seen stuff with her, and I thoroughly enjoy her performances.
Like she's still probably
still
needs,
working it out, but
Yeah,
getting there.
yeah, she needs still a couple years of seasoning, but she's got everything she needs to be really good.
and then when like she'd be spooky, she'd be like Uncle Howdy Zilla.
No.
Oh, hold on. The LFG, she can still be Bozilla, and the LFG girl can be Bozuki. Speaking of Marigold, former Stardom star Jungle Kiona made an appearance from Marigold after being semi-retired from multiple knee injuries, having kept her away from the ring since 2023, and challenged Nanae Takahashi to a match at Marigold's April 27th show, where they will compete in a 5-minute exhibition.
Oh, that's where she's been?
Yeah.
Oh, after she dropped the title to Dana Garcia, I thought she just disappeared. I didn't know.
What?
Jungle.
Oh, okay. No, I popped hard for this because I am a huge Jungle Kiona fan. I thought she never got the push that she deserved at the top in Stardom, and once she got her knee injury, it just kind of screwed her over. So I'm interested if this will just be a nice goodbye exhibition thing that Rossi's given her, or if this will actually be the start of something interesting. Because I would love to see her come back.
Yeah. You got some evil news?
Oh, yes, Evil is coming to Sid City. He's appearing
Evil and Sin.
Yes. I thought that was very clever. As he will be appearing in Las Vegas during WrestleMania weekend for Defy and a match against Rev Pro's Michael Oku.
Man.
Woman, mother, and child.
Remember when like New Japan was in like all these cool people? Mania weekend?
Kinda.
Like I feel like
silence is golden.
no, like I feel like when you go to like the WrestleCons, you used to be like, oh, Tanahashi's here, Ibushi's here.
Well, I guess
Now
they used to run ROH shows, so they'd have people.
Yeah.
There, yeah.
Well, no, even then they'd work like the regular indie shows, like the WrestleCon, whatever.
But I think Ring of Honor paid for them to be there.
Mark Furman show.
Ring of Honor paid for them to be there, so that's why they were
because
there.
it was like the super card shit, right?
Yeah.
Is that the name of the show? The Mark Furman Memorial?
Oh my god.
Mark Hancock.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
But whatever. I really want to talk about this last bit of news.
Well, it's not the last, but
almost the last.
Last
According
bit.
according to Kevin Knight, he is currently working for both AEW and New Japan on separate
Yes.
contracts.
Is that a reputable source?
I mean, it's Kevin Knight himself.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he's the source.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
So I
don't-
guess
all these
similar
reporters
to
out here.
yeah, similar to what Takeshita is doing, I'm assuming,
Mhm.
because he's currently announced for the Best of Super Juniors and is
Well,
representing New Japan.
well, something with Knight here that he also mentioned that this is going to be his last Best of Super Juniors.
Yes.
He's entering the G1 as well.
Yes. He's bulking up and heading to the heavyweight ranks.
So thank you, Tony Khan, for signing a guy who won't be in your company for like 5 months this year.
Yes, it's perfect. Thank you, AEW. But yeah, we were very sad that Kevin Knight was going to be gone, and now it turns out he's not.
Mhm.
Which is
For the
great.
time
he
being.
needs to try out. He needs to know if he can work the hard cam for Terry Taylor.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of guys who are gone, though, it has been announced that Jeff Cobb is leaving New Japan Pro Wrestling. And his last match will be April 19th against Hiroshi Tanahashi. And the IWGP tag team titles that he and Callum Newman recently won will be vacated. Following this announcement, Newman made a challenge to IWGP World Champion Hiroki Goto, with the match taking place at Wrestling Dontaku.
Nah, yeah, I found that interesting or whatever. I mean, in the wake of all this, he's going to get another opportunity at the belts again, and he's stepping up to the heavyweight champion.
Yes, I mean, it sucks for Newman that he just won the belts, and days later,
I mean, it sucks for
Goto.
Yeah, and it sucks for Newman as well, because like he got hurt, then he came back, he won belts, then now he got to forfeit, then he got to start over.
Listen, I'm convinced this was
the plan all along.
Well, no, I think New Japan was throwing him like a here, fuck it, you want to stay, and threw the tag titles at him, like trying to keep him away from leaving, and he's like, "Sorry, that doesn't work for me, brother. I need to go toward the islands of Florida."
Yeah, the Florida Keys. Yeah, same page.
We got it. We're on the same page, baby.
Jeff Cobb versus Ricky Saints. Gonna be a great takeover match.
Will it?
Did I fall asleep too?
I mean, that's not hard.
Two guys in their mid-30s in the developmental brand.
Jeff Cobb versus Sean Spears.
Do you want me to just come to your house and fight you?
I do.
Here's the worst thing. Name me an NXT match that'll be good with Jeff Cobb.
Honestly, he might get something.
Jeff Cobb.
Obafemi's going to carry Jeff Cobb to a good match.
Obafemi probably will carry Jeff Cobb.
That's
and it's going to be glorious. No, you said carry him to a good match. I was like, I'm talking about physically carry him.
Yes. That's fair. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of crazy that the NXT roster is very thin as far as talent right now.
Yeah, but no. Yeah,
just on the male side.
When it comes to the women's division, am I right?
Exactly. Hey,
the women's division, it's just hugely stacked. With the men, I could name you 5 dudes who were there, and only like 2 of them are good.
What are you talking about? Shibata's greatest student, Eddie Thorpe, is there.
Anyway.
We'll talk real briefly about something that happened that sparked social media this week. We saw the lion mark on Instagram, and it was being worn on a T-shirt by one Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
The very same night that Tanahashi had his last American match.
Do we give a shit?
I do.
So I think there's 3 ways to look at this.
Yes, give me 3.
One, the realistic. Rock
number 1.
Number 1, Burger King foot lettuce.
Oh my god.
The Rock likes to be, obviously Rock watches all the products, right?
He does.
Like he's clearly still in the game despite how much of a Hollywood head he is. He still watches whatever product. Like he's openly said he's watched Lucha Underground, he's watched TNA, he watches New Japan, and he's watched AEW. So for him to own a Lions Mark shirt and he probably just threw it on, and he probably knew to get a little traction, get a little ha-ha tee-hees. That's probably the realistic one. Number 2. Number 2, it could be that they actually are alluding to bullshit, but this is also where Tony Khan is like clearly still in a partnership with New Japan, and I don't think New Japan's going to shit on them. And New Japan's never the type to shit on a partnership ever. So
Even if they should.
right, so that's never going to happen. Or 3, this is what convinced Jeff Cobb to leave
Number
New Japan.
3.
He saw The Rock. He's like, brother, I gotta be that.
So I would like to step back into the realm of your number 2 point.
Number 2.
So
Will at number 2. Interesting.
oh my god,
What do you mean by that?
you shit a lot. So
very true. Have you heard this podcast?
What I'm thinking, if anything, I mean, and this could be not related because we was talking about this way before this incident even happened. Tanahashi is retiring. We need
Really?
Nakamura over there
Do we know?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's only fair. And then, like I said, we talked about this before. They can loophole some shenanigans or whatever because I mean, they do work with Noah. They have a partnership with Noah that could be the bridge. So
The arc.
Yeah, you're right. You loyal, 100. Yeah, so I mean, that would be my only thing. I mean, in bizarro realm of all things that could happen or whatever, I mean, in hell, we can't say nothing that's off the table after what we've been seeing over the past, 5 to 10 years. I want to see Cena go over there. He hasn't come back into the States yet from what we see.
He's still over there. He's waiting.
He's still over there. He just ship him to Japan.
He's gonna show up on the second to last night of Super Junior. Not the last night. On the second to last night. Be there for the semifinals.
Yeah, do some Game of Thrones shit. It always something on the second to last episode.
John Cena joins the House of Torture.
Oh, that would be the most.
That would work. That would be the best.
That would be the most heel thing in the history of heel shit.
Oh, that's one.
That'd be a 3 cross brand stable because Jungle Boy is part of the House of Torture.
Mm-hmm.
That would be fun.
And then Cena could give him a bag of real glass.
Oh.
I want this.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing. Like, I mean, that Nakamura match is something that's been rumored. And I mean, if that's what Tanahashi wants, they can pull it off.
Yeah.
That's fine. I wouldn't be upset with it. But I really want it to be Gabe Kidd. I really do.
Gabe Kidd to what?
Against Tanahashi.
The final match?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, Nakamura, I don't think that's like the end all be all. I just want him in the tour, period.
Well, I mean, the Nakamura thing's been the rumored that they want him for the Dome.
Yeah.
But if I would love for it to be Gabe Kidd and that be the torch pass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to rescind that take after this week, but we'll go on.
Oh my! All right,
see.
we're getting there.
We have one last bit of news. The Best of the Super Juniors tournament participants have been announced.
Let's go.
Yes. So we have.
That means we've also almost hitting 1 year.
Yeah, we are very close. In this Best of Super Juniors, we have El Desperado, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, Ryusuke Taguchi, Yo, Master Wato, Kushida, Kevin Knight, B-Rub's favorite Ninja Mac,
Hey yo,
Kosei Fujita, Robbie Eagles, Hiromu Takahashi, Bushi, Francesco Akira, Taiji Ishimori, Clark Connors, Sho, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, a currently unnamed CMLL participant, Dragon Dia from Dragon Gate, Mao from DDT, and AEW's Nick Wayne.
I think the CMLL representation be that El Templario guy.
That would make a lot of sense. I was kind of hoping it would be somebody like Neon or Mascara Dorada.
Oh yeah, I seen a little bit of those.
Templario would make a lot of sense.
Why the fuck didn't they book Hologram?
Oh, that would have been pretty good.
Because they need
him don't want him to lose yet.
All right,
yeah, true.
Next year.
Send Commander.
Yeah, true.
They need him to sell tickets on Collision. Yeah, what do we? Is there anybody that stands out as?
I don't. This is like such a me thing to notice. The Ninja Max graphic. He was a rep for New Japan and not Noah.
Ooh, I didn't pay attention to that.
I don't know if anyone noticed that.
I think I was watching whatever the last fucking show was, and I think Chris mentioned that he was no longer part of Noah.
Okay.
So Chris, I think Chris like officially said, nah, he's not with He's like, we do a showcase every once in a while, but Ninja Max is with us now. He said something like that. So.
Yeah, Noah's lost a couple people recently. Ninja Mac.
Omos.
It's most terribly
Tavion
well lost.
Heights.
Yes. El Hijo del Dr.
Yes.
Wagner Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Which did we talk about that? Where he was supposedly WWE bound, but then they said take off your mask, and he said
Mhm.
no.
Yes, and then he went back to Mexico. It was
Fucking
like,
freaks.
yeah. They have a history of doing that, but it's always for guys who are tremendously handsome under the mask.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows what he looks like under there? But I have to assume they were like, "Well, we want to make you a star without the mask."
He's like,
Even
no, my name is literally after my father, whose name is literally after his father, and it's a thing.
And then they went and signed 2 masked guys who got insanely over immediately.
But to be fair, we're going to be talking about his father. I mean, his father's a beautiful, beautiful old man. So, I mean, maybe he looks like him.
Anyways, the same representation should be Kim Onito.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
That'd be hilarious.
Or his son, Microman.
Can you imagine Kevin Knight trying to drop kick one of those?
I'm sorry.
Can you imagine Kevin Knight trying to drop kick one of those?
What do you mean by one of those?
One of those what, B-Rob?
The short people, duh, motherfucker. Don't try to twist shit. Oh, sensitive ass motherfuckers, you know the fuck I was talking about.
I just told you you'd say it.
All right.
Anyway, I
thought he was going to say it. I was like, why? How is he going to say it?
No, I won't give you the satisfaction.
Okay.
What do we think about Nick Wayne being the AEW representative?
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him do something.
Yeah, he's not really doing anything right now on TV.
Although they just fucking started a whole new thing with him, though. Like, he's just getting mic time now, getting ready to leave Christian. I'm saying, what the hell's going on with that whole thing?
They should have sent AR Fox.
Yeah.
That would have been good, yeah.
Imagine AR Fox slapping the air in Japan and everyone else slapping the air when he does his drop kicks. That'd be sick.
I mean, just even looking at this roster right here, I would love to see AR Fox and El Desperado. I would love to see him against Kushida and Ninja Mac.
Is Cedric Alexander too big? Can he not be in this tournament?
Yeah, but I don't think his time is up.
Is it? I don't know anymore.
His time is up. His time is not now.
Also fun that Mao's in, who has a bit of a history on the show.
Yeah, Mao and Dragon Dia is like recurring things in this stuff.
But I think that's interesting. They brought one of the DDT guys along, and I think he'll be very interesting in the tournament.
Mm-hmm. Boy, I'm ready for the G1 already.
Oh, we got a long time for the G1 still.
I know, I'm still ready though.
But yeah, so I will talk more Best of Super Juniors when we get closer. But just interesting to see who they've got picked for this year. I was a little surprised that Hiromu's still in it again.
Yeah,
of course, he's like the staple in it now.
They want to sell the tickets, first of all.
Yeah, they really don't have another. They haven't made that next big star yet. I think this year might be that year with Fujita, though.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Despi's the champ, but Despi's not the guy. He never was the guy. I love Despi, but he's not the guy. He's not the tickets guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no Doki, so Doki's
we gotta get Doki back.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is the news for this week. When we come back, we're going to start our breakdowns of the last week and change of New Japan cards.
And welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your little break. Now we're going to cover some cards that happened, feels like a long ass time ago. It was only a week or so ago?
About a week ago.
Week ago.
About a week and change. Yeah, we'll start with Sakura Junior Genesis. We're just going to talk about the matches that really mattered, not the multi-man tags on the undercard. We had Hiroshi Tanahashi defeating Ryusuke Taguchi.
Surprise, surprise.
I mean, there have been a few matches on this retirement tour that I was surprised Tana lost. Like, you could have convinced me that they'd have a fun comedy match where Taguchi won.
Yeah, right. Okay.
But yeah, Tana, they just have, what was this, like 6-7 minutes? It's exactly what you think it's going to be. And Tanahashi wins.
LOL.
We also have the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. Robbie Eagles and Kosei Fujita beat Taiji Ishimori and Robbie X.
Robbie Redacted.
Yes.
That's his last name. It's Redacted. You got an X there. Robbie
Does
Redacted.
that mean he was Shelton Redacted Benjamin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. This completely unsurprising. It was a fine match. It wasn't a match of the year or anything. It was just a good
way to
junior
keep
tag match.
Vegeta
Yeah.
on top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't see them losing that anytime soon.
Mhm.
Just because I don't know who else you would put the belts on right now, unless you have put Show and Yo back together. We need another member of House of Torture.
I hear Gnocchi needs a stable.
Oh boy.
I guess he's not in a stable right now.
And he needs a tag partner when he has to face.
But he's not a
Jasmine.
junior though.
Well, he can tag with Yoshinobu Kanemaru.
What the fuck? IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship.
Yes. El Desperado defeats Clark Connors in the longest Junior Heavyweight Championship match ever.
And we confirmed that in history.
Yes. This match fucked. This was fun. They beat the shit out of each other.
As you do.
Uh-huh. As you do when you're in a match with Despy, apparently.
Yeah.
I think more wrestling should have death matches.
I mean, this style particularly, I don't necessarily need the...
Watch Over the Edge 99.
Jesus fucking Christ. We're in the middle of the Owen Hart tournament, B-Rob.
You brought that up, not me.
That's America. We don't talk about America. We talk about
See, that's all you.
gaijin garbage.
This is... I don't want to say this is true because it feels like I'm agreeing to this and I can't. But Despy and Clark Connors beat each other up with kendo sticks.
Give us your consent.
Chairs.
What the
What
I don't care for that.
I don't care for that at all.
I was gonna say make that the title, but I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not making that the title. I'm putting my foot down on that one. But the biggest spot of the match was the top rope spine buster to the outside through 2 tables.
Ouchie.
That Despy put Connors through. And that was sick.
Insane in the membrane.
Despy picks up another title defense, and he will defend next against Templario at Dantaku.
That's that guy I was just talking about.
Templario, the new leader of the United Empire, I do believe.
He might as well be.
Got as good of a chance as anybody else.
Yeah. They're not giving it to TJP.
I was going to say, that was last week. TJP left.
Well, where did he go?
Hopefully 100 feet away from a school.
Oh no. I don't. That's not an allegation. I've heard.
Yeah, that's
Let's move on to Sakura Genesis proper. We open with Yuya Uemura defeating Sonata.
Yay!
It's like, I don't like your speakers, you dumb fuck.
What?
The speakers he wears on his shoulders.
Oh, we didn't have those this time. This time
I know that he said I don't like them.
Oh,
he was just like Double J this time around.
I was going to say he was dressed more like Elias.
You mean Elijah? Come on, keep up with the product, you freak.
No.
What if Elijah's in the G1 as the TNA representative?
Oh, no, thank you.
Sure, I'll be down with it.
I'm fine if we get Bishop Dyer. Your next NWA champion, probably, I guess.
What?
What about walk with Elijah?
Our MLW world champion.
Dijak now, yeah.
Anyway,
I'm very happy that Uemura pulled this off. I thought it was actually a decent match. Like, it's probably one of the better matches Sonata's had this year, which isn't saying a lot.
I was just saying, it's saying literally nothing, but it still was. They worked well together. Because it's Sonata's style. I'll just leave it with silence after saying the word Sonata's style. But Uemura's style actually matches up really well with it because Sonata just kind of does nothing. And see Uemura just doing kind of the flashy version of the basics meshes really well with Sonata's whole shtick of doing nothing. So it worked.
Yeah, and man, Yumura just looks like a star. He really does.
Mm.
Like I just would not be upset at all if he's the guy that gets picked as the guy for this group. I really.
He was always my guy when he was a junior. When he was a young lion, he was always my guy. I actually get to see him in TNA right before he came back too.
He got the Joe Hendry rub.
Teaming with Joe Hendry, I got to see him there, man, at the ECW arena.
Yeah, when I changed my opinion on him, that's just when he got with Joe Hendry, and then he disappeared and came back.
You know, you saw who rejected the Joe Hendry rub? The Miz. Makes you think.
Did he reject it?
Did you see that story?
No.
No, I think it was the TNA guy. It was we don't want our guy losing.
Yeah. He's like, that doesn't work for us, pal.
Jesus Christ, put your guy on TV, you idiots.
Yeah.
Is losing to the friggin' World Heavyweight Champion defending at WrestleMania The Miz is a bad thing now? Look, I know we don't like The Miz, but Jesus Christ, I'm going to go on TV and lose to The Miz if you're going to put me on the main roster. Fuck.
I mean,
anyway.
I like The Miz. I've always thought Miz was...
All right, you weirdo.
Miz is awesome. Shut up.
Next up, we have for the NJPW World Television Championship.
The NWA World Television Championship, all right.
Yes. One of my favorite belts, that red strap NWA TV title.
He likes the strap.
Loves the red strap on.
God damn, we are on fire tonight.
That's what he said after he was done.
Hey-oh.
Wonderful.
Beep, beep,
Yes.
beep, beep.
NJPW World Television title. Great O'Khan defeats El Phantasmo. Great O'Khan finally got some gold.
Yeah, that wasn't like secondary bullshit.
Well, I mean, it still kind of is.
Or third dairy. Fourth dairy.
But this was fine. It started off really hot with the LP doing the tope. And Great O'Khan ends up winning this by countout, which is the first countout victory for this championship.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're going to be running this back, I think, at Dontaku.
Isn't Phantasmo facing Kinosuke?
Yeah, Phantasmo's doing Takeshita now, I do believe.
Is he? I thought maybe I might have read the...
the way he lost the belt, the same way he beat Jeff Cobb for the belt, or same way he defended against Jeff Cobb the first time around.
Mm-hmm.
The count-out victory.
Yeah.
I think just moving him away completely from it, though. I think he's just moving on.
Yeah, he's just moving on to never.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, I have it switched up. Yeah. Next up, Shota Umino defeats Hiroshi Tanahashi.
You know, after the great match that Shota had with Finlay, this match just was. It certainly happened.
So, I mean, is that proof? Well, we had more proof later, but David Finlay's actually good.
Man, I told you guys at the end of last year that I had turned on him finally,
Mm-hmm.
and not in a good way. Turned the corner on him finally. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he is actually good. And if he would have won the main event, I would have been okay with it. Wouldn't have been great with it, but I've been okay with it.
Yeah, same. Yeah, this match happened. I don't think Shota showed anything that he hasn't shown before.
He showed less somehow.
Yeah, Shota didn't show up.
Like you said, in the match with Finlay, it seemed like he had a little bit of a spark of something. And then it just wasn't there at all.
How lazy Mox was against Swerve. He's like, I could do that.
Well, listen, if he was as interesting as Mox is, and Mox isn't interesting, but if he was even at that level, I'd be happy. But I don't think Shota has it, which is crazy considering how high I think we were, and a lot of people were.
Yeah, we were very high
last year.
I think he does. I just think
there.
they don't know what the fuck they're doing with him. They did a half-assed fucking repackage that really is nothing. They've got to be doing something. Something's got to be happening.
I mean,
before the G1 happens, because all it did was just give him. He now walks down the entrance and wears white. There's no change. His moveset is barely different.
He's a nipple.
He just does a couple things a little bit slower. And
that's what he needs. He needs to act like Charlotte. Do the Charlotte Flair. Do the Charlotte Flair gimmick. That's what Shota needs.
He's talking to Gabe Kidd. Where's your girl in my DMs?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Next up, never openweight 6-man tag team titles. Sho, Yujiro, and Rin Narita defeat Taiji Ishimori, Trilla Maloney, and Kate Kidd. Fine. Who gives a shit? It's never 6-man titles.
Should we mention what the challenge was after this?
Yes. We are going to get the second ever dog pound cage match.
No.
What do you mean no? Yes, the first one was great.
Yeah, but this one's got Sonata.
Yeah. And other people that I don't want to.
There's no Hanare, so it can't be that good, first of all. Hanare was the king of that match last year.
Oh, he was wonderful. Yeah, so this match, let me make sure I've got the right lineup for this dog pound cage match. Let's see.
Stick to going to be in it.
He'll certainly climb over that tiny little cage. Cage match is Ishimori, Connors, Maloney, Gabe Kidd, and David Finlay versus Kanemaru, Sho, Sonata, Narita, and Evil. So not quite the lineup that we had last year.
No, didn't have Will Ospreay in this one. Or Hanare. And
without Ospreay or Hanare, we're immediately running out because Hanare was the guy last year for sure. I mean, we've got.
And Alex can't forget Alex Coughlin, who put in some work in his final match. So
he'll spit some stuff in people's faces. And Sonata carries the guitar now and has these weird boots.
What this should be is
I don't like this.
Is War Dogs just beating the dog shit out of House?
It really should. If it goes an hour, I'll get upset. If it goes 64 minutes,
no, it shouldn't go anywhere near. Shouldn't go anywhere near as long as the one last year.
I mean, the thing is, I guess that's the thing about this group, man, is that now I know I think we've talked about it before many times. Is in the West we don't look at the House of Torture the same way that the people in Japan do.
Correct.
We hate them a lot more in a X-Pac heat type of way. But in Japan though, they're still not like a serious group of heels. They're just a bunch of douchebags who do douchey things and people hate them. They're not vicious. And so, who was it? Was it B-Rob who said it, or was it one of you idiots just said it 2 seconds ago? It just needs to be like a quick 5-minute thing. Just get everything set up, waste everybody's time in the arena, set it up, and then have them beat him in like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to be ugly. It has to be disgusting, and no offense from the bad guys.
Oh, but what if Evil brings back his scythe?
I'll tell you what. If he brings back the scythe, we can go an extra 5. But that's all I'm giving you. I mean, it's
5, nothing else.
I mean, it's kind of
Milano's heart again.
I mean, Kanemaru's in this match. Like, as much as I like Kanemaru, he has no business being in a match where he's not doing any sort of dominating whatsoever. But like all the guys on the War Dogs team need to look good.
Sure.
And I'm very afraid that Rin Narita is going to beat the shit out of Clark Connors for no reason. But, maybe we'll be wrong. Maybe this will be exactly what we want, and this will be the end of the Bullet Club Civil War.
Nope.
Finally.
I'm still holding out hope that this year is the year. I say this every single year, but I'm holding out hope that this year will be the year that at the Bullet Club anniversary they'll get rid of the Bullet Club. I'm holding out hope again. I mean, my wife just scoffed at me over here in the background. She heard me. She scoffed at me. But I'm telling you, it's going to happen this time.
Until those T-shirts stop selling, it's not happening.
It's happening. Well, the House of Torture sells their own fucking T-shirts. Need the fucking word, and they're selling the most. So I think they're just fine. And also, are people in America buying them enough that we got to sell them over here still?
That's a good question.
It can't be. I wonder what anymore.
Are they still one of the top things on pro wrestling tees?
We'd have to look that up.
I'll find out right now.
You probably put a poop emoji with a 2 sweet coming out of it. It would sell.
True, but it's because right now it's War Dogs and House of Torture. Neither of which really have any
Bullet Club
imagery. They're top 2.
We have a Bullet Club, T-shirt in this number 2 spot still. So I don't think
they carry that much in the States though, because in Japan it's all Bullet Club and House of Torture, and House of Torture and War Dogs are the top sellers all the way across. So I don't think it'd be that big of a deal. I know it won't happen, but I'm still going to speak to power.
Yeah. It'd be nice. It'd just be nice for them to do something different. I'm over Bullet Club Civil Wars.
Well, it's all about getting heat, and that's good for our business.
Thanks, Bully.
Thanks, Hunter. Next match, Never Openweight Championship. Konosuke Takeshita defeats Ryohei Oiwa. Takeshita, I would love to find the person who Takeshita can have a bad match against, because I don't believe it exists.
Sonata.
I think he could pull one out of Sonata.
I thought they already had a match.
Did they?
They might. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if they have. But anyway, this was a good match. As all of Takeshita's are. And Oiwa's great. So, I mean, there was no reason this wasn't going to be great.
Could Takeshita get a good match out of Paul Walter Hauser?
Yes.
I bet you a solid 2.5-star match. Yeah.
That motherfucking guy is willing to kill himself, so obviously he would. Paul Walter Hauser will die for this.
Bobby Fish?
Oh, okay. Well, gotta pull him out of the grave first.
Listen.
Yeah, I like Bobby Fish more than most people do, I think, though, so I'll just say yes. I got no beef with that guy.
I mean, in all seriousness, yes, of course he could.
No beef with that guy.
Oh, because he's a fish.
What I did years ago. Okay, so I know nobody followed me on Twitter, and I know that
I've been following you for years.
Okay, fine. You don't count the. I said nobody.
Wow. I'm following right now. Fuck you.
I don't even go to it anymore. I fucking even go. I use Blue Sky now. Follow me at Blue Sky. My same name, Nick Marsico. Go for it. Or Nick Marsico at Blue Sky, or whatever the fuck the fucking usernames are. But in 2019, when Yujiro was in the G1 for the last time, I did a little thing in there where I ranked the best wrestler in the world based on how good his match was with Yujiro that year. And I believe it was ended up with Ospreay number 1 and Shingo number 2 as the 2 best wrestlers in the world that year. Really, it was if you could have a great match with Yujiro, you are the best wrestler in the world. So I guess now we got to put Yujiro in there with Takeshita and see what happens.
I mean, I'm not against it. I'd be interested to see what would happen. But yeah, Takeshita pulls out another one. It's interesting because I'd like to see him go for something higher than the Never belt, but also he needs to be around more for that.
He'll probably reach the G1 finals.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to be his next big one, so I am curious how long he'll hold this belt for. Speaking of belts changing hands, though, we've talked about this a little bit earlier. The IWGP Tag Team Championship, Jeff Cobb and Callum Newman defeat Hiromu Takahashi and Tetsuya Naito.
Jeff Cobb, your forever champ.
Off topic about Naito, a side note, an exclusive scoop. This is actually real, not like a joke thing. Someone I was with was at C2E2, where all the New Japan guys were.
Yeah, that's the concussion conference, right?
I believe so. And they'd asked the talent how they felt about Inoki's Island Death Match. Are you all aware about Inoki Island Death Match?
No, enlighten me.
Mm-mm.
I think we'll look it up when this might be an excursion. We'll write that down for an excursion, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Zack Sabre Jr. thinks it's art. Naito thinks it's bad, and Finley has never seen it.
2
That seems
hours,
about
5
right.
minutes, and 42 seconds.
Excuse me?
2 hours, 5 minutes, and 42 seconds. And Inoki and Masa Saito. Oh, and
Well,
there's
the
versus
last
Masa Saito.
time you gave us a match this long.
Yeah.
No,
I was
but
about to
this
say.
is different.
Is
No.
It's Inoki.
Well, on Squared Circle, it is 12 different parts listed here, linked up on YouTube. Oh, it's not anymore on YouTube. Oh, damn. We'll have to find it.
What's the overall rating on it on Cage
I don't
Match?
know. I gotta look this shit up. Let me
Hold
see.
on. 4.
Yeah.
Out
Yep, it's got a 4 on Cage Match out
Out
of
of 10.
Is it out of 10? Okay, I couldn't remember.
5 votes. There's a 0, a 2, a 3, a 6, and a 7 are the votes
I mean,
on Cage Match.
if you want an idea, it's just 2 guys wrestling on an island.
Does somebody get hit with a coconut?
I can't spoil that.
I mean, it might entice me.
So then I have a Roddy Piper segment for you.
That is true.
And he hits a murderer at that.
Yeah, he does a civic service in that promo.
Honda?
What's up? Oh,
Civic.
okay. Yes, I got you. Anyway, yeah, so Hiromu and Naito no longer champs.
Which
would be great, except for now we have no champs.
No champs. That's what you got.
But I mean, the match was fine. It was a Naito tag match. It's what they've all been. Kind of uninteresting. And I hate to say that, but I mean, that's just what Naito's been lately.
I'm very excited for his G1 run this year.
Oh, I want to say no, but I know what's going to happen because they can't not do it.
Okay, yeah. Here's your question: Can Konosuke get a good match out of Naito?
Yeah.
Ooh. If anybody, I mean, he just got one. We're going to talk about it. He just got one out of Tanahashi. Or are we going to get a hot take about that one too? Well,
no. I like that match. I very much like that match.
Okay. Next up, IWGP Global Championship. Yota Tsuji defeats Evil.
His brother.
Surprise.
Yeah, we got Yota Tsuji and Yota Tsuji.
Yeah, I like that shit.
I looked up his IMDb. That dude does so much shit.
Mm-hmm.
His brother or him?
Yota
Shota Tsuji.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you just watching a TV show, then bam, Gene Blast.
I mean, honestly, that'd be cool as hell. Put Yota Tsuji on TV. He could do it.
Well, I'm talking about Shota, but Yoda, sure.
Yeah, I guess he's a stuntman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had a little twin magic action.
Good.
In this match.
So who's the Breen, who's the Nikki?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think Tsuji is the Bree.
Tsuji is the.
They're both
Nikki.
Tsuji. You can't call them both. You can't call them
Yoda.
Yoda.
Yeah, I forgot his last name. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Forgot. Last name, first name, last. Yeah, Yoda is the Nikki because he has a bigger chest.
I could go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. We solved that conundrum very quickly.
You're welcome.
But yeah, this was once again, we say the same thing about Sonata. Evil hasn't been that interesting, but I thought Tsuji pulled a decent match out of him.
We didn't even talk about the story going into this match of Evil trying to play fair.
He always does that.
Yeah, I don't need.
Haha, I lied.
Yeah, he keeps doing this, and it's not interesting anytime he does it.
It's almost like you can't trust a guy named Evil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's why we should have had that face turn where he became good.
Yeah. I mean, even Tamatonga did it. He was like the bad guy, and then
he was the good bad guy.
Yeah.
That is my wife's favorite version of Tamatonga. Little facts there.
She doesn't like the new one that just goes.
I don't know. We haven't watched any of that stuff, so I wouldn't. You would know.
The shit was funny when his tag partner would throw him into the corner on somebody else, and he would scream like a little girl.
I'm sorry. I promise you, I'm good now. It was like 2 weeks of just beautiful ridiculousness.
Can we get Tamatonga back?
No, you're getting the Good Brothers, and you're gonna like it.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait, baby.
Crack open that can. The Devil Sky.
I'm so mad. All of it. Then we have our main event for Sakura Genesis, IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Hiroki Goto defeats David Finlay.
You goddamn right he did. You motherfuckers.
And this match
got saved.
You thought Finlay was gonna win? It's the year of Goto, baby.
I thought he was gonna win. I thought he might pull it off.
The year of the Goto. Match.
Yeah, you wanted him to win though, Will.
Wait, did I?
Yeah, because you got to show Finlay dick.
Yeah, we don't get to show it now.
I can send that anytime. I don't fucking care.
No, you have been strictly forbidden to not show it unless he wins the title.
Yeah, until David Finlay wins the title, Finlay dick is banned.
Well, I didn't say which Finlay.
Any of
Yeah.
them,
Do you have
motherfucker.
both? Do you have both?
He means Hornswoggle, guys.
Exactly.
Any of them.
Is Hornswoggle, is that David Finley's like uncle? What is Hornswoggle to him?
No, that's his brother.
Is it his brother?
His brother.
Like his stepbrother?
No,
his,
I thought it was his
half-brother?
son.
Yeah, Hornswoggle was Finley's son, so
So it's his
Yeah.
half brother. Or they're the same mother. Oh my
who
god.
knows?
All right, stop this. Keep going.
Anyway, this was a really good match. I enjoyed this a lot,
That's fine.
as I have pretty much everything Goto's done this year.
I'm still the outlier.
Which
on
is only
David
3
Finley.
matches.
I guess I prefer to be the outlier. If this was like the match I was supposed to sell me on it, I don't think it's ever going to happen.
What, Finley?
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, man. Everyone is not for everybody. I mean, I've enjoyed the stuff that he's been doing as of lately, but I'm still not sold on him either. But I mean, he has been improving, and I have enjoyed what I have saw.
Yeah. But I mean, Goto, it's interesting. As great as, like an Osprey or a Takeshita,
It feels like a double
guys like that have
retirement to me.
What,
Because it's
Goto?
like, yeah, because like, Tanahashi is doing his retirement thing right now, and he's going up against like his homies and his friends and people that he, have somewhat of a relationship with. And it feels like Goto's doing the same shit.
Well, no, Goto's just fighting the forces of evil.
Who?
Goto.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just fighting all the guys that are trying to ruin New Japan.
Yeah, Tanahashi's too busy. Oh, I'm gonna fight all these young guys and over my ego. While Goto is
and Blue
representing
Justice.
the lion mark. Yeah, Nagata, who was out for a year wrestling in All Japan. What the hell is that?
Mm-hmm.
He's got blue Smurfette coming out of his mouth during his anniversary show.
Yeah, that was upsetting.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, right now, I think Goto's my wrestler of the year.
It's crazy. That's not even an outlandish statement.
It isn't. He's been great. Like
We're only 4 months in.
Yeah.
Listen, I had Omos at January, so
Yeah.
yeah, that is.
He surpassed Omos, and who saw that coming? But yeah, that covers Sakura Genesis. And when we come back, we're going to talk Windy City Riot.
Do it now.
All right, gentlemen and ladies, we're back with the C Block action. By the way, I'm Nick, and you got the other 3 guys here as well. We're doing C Block, and in the C Block, we're talking about something that happened here in America, but we're talking about Japan. Windy City Riot.
Yeah. We're not going to be talking about the West Coast Wrecking Crew or TJP right now, because who cares?
First of all, they're the
you want to talk about TJP? If you would like to, whatever. I mean, do you want to talk about TJP and Tom Lawler? Is that what you want?
No, not really. I'm good. It was a fine match, but we don't need to dwell. We can move right on to Izumi.
Yeah. Mina Shirakawa and Izumi fought to a draw. Which
this match was so fucking good, though, too.
It really was, and yeah, I was a little upset, but I mean, you know exactly why they did it.
Because they're going to sign to AEW.
Not just that, but it's now going to be a 3-way between Mina, Izumi, and Mercedes for the strong women's title.
See that. Oh, we're talking about wrestling. Sorry.
Well, yes to both, but it's so Mina can
see. This is why we can't have
Izumi.
a woman on the podcast when I'm hosting.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think we scheduled it that way? Well,
why?
Are we thinking? So when is Mina starting? Like now? Then in AEW?
Basically.
Because are we gonna expect here that Mina pins Izumi, and then Mina defends the title against Mercedes at the pay-per-view in May? Is that what we're thinking here?
Maybe.
I'm assuming that Mercedes is losing to Athena at the show on this. Is
Wednesday.
Going up after Dynamite? When is this going on?
Yeah, it depends on
So yeah,
Paul's
so
schedule.
whenever this either Mercedes already lost to Athena, or she will be losing to Athena. But I'm thinking that that might be the way to go. Mina's going to win the belt. Wait, when's this resurgence though? May 9th, right? Yes. So
Well,
it's
I
May
mean,
9th.
I'm assuming that's when this match is going to be at
Yeah, so
Resurgence.
this will happen May 9th, and then Mina will win the belt by pinning Azumi, and then she'll defend it against Mercedes in May. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen.
It's gotta be May.
At Double or Nothing.
That'd be. Do you think they're going to defend the strong belt on the AEW show?
Why not?
Interesting.
They gotta have something for her to do before All In, because All In is going to be a rematch with Mercedes and Athena. I have to assume.
I mean,
So what's she going to do beforehand?
Yeah.
So you said that Athena's gonna beat Mercedes?
Yes.
That's
How
what
else
he
are you going to
said.
get a title match? Athena gets her title match at the TBS title by winning a non-title match tomorrow or 2 days ago.
Well, if they win the Owen, they get a world title match. So
Yeah,
that's kind of
the Owens not tomorrow. She'll lose the next match. She'll lose to fucking whoever the fuck.
Stat probably.
Cause yeah, Stat is in there. Who is this? This isn't the semifinals. This is the quarterfinals. This is semifinals. What is this?
Semi-final.
Semis.
It's
So she'll go and she'll lose. So then she'll lose to Stat in the
who
final.
knows? Yeah, really? You don't think it's gonna be
Yeah, it's gonna be Stat.
not my
Hater?
queen?
Nah, it's gonna be Stat.
Well, fuck you too.
It's gonna be Stat, our girl from the Northeast, sir.
No,
but
she's
no,
also
I'm
my
I'm
queen.
thinking,
Yes, but
yeah, Stat's gonna win, and
all,
she's gonna
all of them
go
are
for
my
the belt.
queens.
Anyway, we
I'll
can
tell
talk
you
about this in a circle forever. What else happened here?
Yeah, we also had the strong openweight championship, and Will, I think it's your time now.
Oh
'Cause
gosh, go for it, Will.
Tomohiro Ishii beats Gabe Kidd in sudden death overtime.
I wish
Tomohiro Ishii.
I wish I could have a sudden death because this match fucking sucked.
Interesting. Why did it suck?
Holy shit! First of all, I have a propensity to not like Iron Man matches to begin with.
That part I agree with. I hate Iron matches. They're stupid.
The only good Iron Man match is the Iron Survivor Challenge in NXT. Because at least it's a unique take on it, and there's a bunch of bullshit that happens.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun and exciting. Regular ass Iron Man matches, boring as fuck.
See, here's the thing: is real quick. I don't think they're boring, but I think they're a stupid concept, especially a 30-minute version.
That too.
Go on.
That's also my complaint that they what's stopping me for okay, I ran up to score, but I'm gonna beat you to death with a chair and I'm just gonna keep pinning you. What's stopping me from doing that?
Mm-hmm.
The
booking.
Well, yeah, obviously. I'm talking about in logic.
I know.
That's what got into that shit. Yeah, that match stipulation in the first place.
And it's just the gall for these two motherfuckers to do the Kobashi Sasaki chop spot in there. Go fuck yourselves. Ishii, I'm sure he wasn't. He just agreed to whatever Kid said. Oh, let's do this spot, and she's like, oh, and then they did the spot. But fuck you. This match was so goddamn boring. It was so uninteresting. Every Iron Man match goes to sudden death and go to hell. It was Rocky Romero should be fired off into the sun for even putting together this bullshit. But Ishii won the title, so I guess it's okay.
Now, just out of pure curiosity, let's say they do that spot, but instead of Ishii, it's Eddie Kingston.
Also, that's even worse because, listen, I love Eddie, but I hate when Eddie does, hey, yo, I'm a strong style fanboy bullshit.
He feels about Eddie the same way most of Twitter feels about Eddie when he does that kind of stuff.
I love Eddie, but he needs to get over jorking it to Kawada.
See, here's my thing.
I think he has.
That's what he's been doing.
Look, when it comes to this kind of thing, I don't buy into the idea of cosplay wrestlers. It's not a thing. Because if that was a thing, then literally every wrestler ever has been a cosplay wrestler. Because they all, they talk about, oh, he's making believe he's from fucking All Japan. He's making believe he's, this guy from 20 years ago. Okay, then the guy from 20 years ago, what the fuck was he being? And the guy from 20... So I get your point, and I get the criticism as far as, sometimes they just can't do it as well. Like, some of Eddie's stuff doesn't look as good as, the stuff he's emulating, obviously. But you can just say Danielson is emulating everything he saw that happened in that time frame. And it's so...
See, I feel like that's different though.
I can't have that fight, man.
Danielson at least puts his own little twang on stuff like this. Like, I feel
agree.
like there's nothing that's distinguishing what Gabe was doing or distinguishing what Eddie does to make other than they're white. That's like,
but I don't agree in the fact that just because they don't need to distinguish it if it's just that's the kind of style they're doing.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, if you're doing a tribute spot, that's fine.
Style, it's not even a tribute though. It's just the spot. It's the style.
Sure,
the style is beating the fuck out of each other.
I don't know. It's just I
get the idea, and I know exactly where you're coming from. Like I know 1,000% where you're coming from, because every once in a while I get that like in the back of my neck. I go, this kind of feels like they're just kind of being somebody. They're not being themselves. So I get what you're saying, but every time I kind of get that cringe in the back of my neck, kind of feel like that feeling.
But I also feel like it's such a unique spot where it's like I instantly knew what they were doing. And I'm like, this should not have been replicated. This is such a moment.
Everybody's trying to get the far. They just won't really commit. I think at least can appreciate that they committed to doing it as long as they did. Because everybody keeps going for like we're going to do the chops for a couple seconds and act like it lasted like for 45 minutes. They at least kind of went for it.
I guess.
Everybody else, other than like Chris Jericho, who did it like for 45 minutes with Ishii that one time, which is, I love that fucking match.
That match is actually good though.
No, it wasn't. Shut up. I tuned out. What happened?
Love that fucking shit. But I don't know. I see where you're coming from. I just cannot agree with you. Because otherwise everybody's a cosplay wrestler.
Oh, that's fair.
Here's what Gabe Kidd should do. He should start using the burning hammer.
Oh, come on now.
The next match on this card.
Walker's here on our show anytime.
The next match on this show, Zack Sabre Jr. defeats David Finlay.
Surprise,
I was
surprise.
like half paying attention. It was a good match, but I was like half paying attention.
Yeah, it was fine.
It happened.
This came off to me like, hey, we're in America and we don't have to put on a 5-star match here.
Well, tell that to Zach Mania Weekend. He's going to have to do a bunch of those.
Yeah. But I think if they run this back in like the G1 or something, it's a much better match. But it was fine.
Well, they did it in the New Japan Cup like 3 weeks ago, and it was great.
Yes,
there.
they did, and it was a better match.
Yeah, it was much better there. So yeah, had nothing to do with the. It's just it was a match. It was a match on a nothing show. Yeah. They just wanted a couple of guys and they wanted to tease that it was going to be for the world title. That's the main reason this match was made.
Yeah. Speaking of things that suck shit, we had a promo from the Young Bucks.
How dare you!
And they announced they're going to have a match against 4 members of the War Dogs at Resurgence, but they need 2 more guys. And
AJ
it turns
Styles
out,
and Finn Balor.
God, I wish. No, apparently it's going to be the Good Brothers.
The Good Brothers of Juice Robinson and Jay White?
No,
Carl
Austin
Anderson
and Colton Gunn.
Yes!
Listen, give me anybody else, just not Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. This sucks.
Oh, she's going to do that.
Probably.
Does that make it a 3-way Bullet Club Civil War then?
I mean, technically,
I just don't understand what the whole goal here is why they're doing this.
To sell tickets.
You know exactly why. It's because they're all buddies and they're getting each other a payday. That's why.
It's going to happen, and it's just a California show shot. I guess it really, as long as it doesn't spill over to
here you go. Can Inosuke get a good match out of Luke Gallows?
Oh fuck!
Oof, out of Gallows.
Broken. It's over. He's got to retire.
Oof. Listen, I believe Keshta could get a good match out of Fale. I do not know that he could get a good match out of Luke Gallows.
setting. In a G1 setting at that.
Yes. Yeah, it's interesting. I still think he could pull something interesting out.
I think Inoki will come out of his grave and he'll stop the match before he can even start.
Yeah.
He's going to throw pasta at him.
He'll come fucking running through the fucking crowd.
I don't like your callback.
Dirt coming off his back.
Oh. Yes. Here we go. Here, show titles Antonio Gnocchi.
Thank you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's done. We don't have to make that decision anymore.
I'm putting my foot down for that one. How about that?
Hey, guess who's not getting invited back?
I don't give a fuck.
We're going to give you straight to the nice lady that was here now.
You're not threatening him with a good time.
Seriously. Threaten me with hanging out with my wife and watching TV. Oh,
my
fuck.
wife.
But yeah, so apparently that's happening at Resurgence, and that's something. Next up, we had Hiroki Goto defending the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship against Shota Umino. He
0 for 2
beats
for
him.
Shota. 2 bad
and-
matches in a row.
Yeah. If you thought the Japan crowd didn't give a shit about Shota, boy, did the Chicago crowd not give a shit. Yeah,
They were trying so hard to be into it because they wanted to be happy for Goto, but they just couldn't because they didn't like Shota. They disliked Shota so much that they couldn't even fucking boo him. They just sat around in their hands and waited for the match to be over.
Yeah.
And then they gave Goto the heroes goodbye.
Yeah, that was.
The people in that crowd felt so bad for Goto that that's the match he had to fight. He had to have.
Yeah, I hope he gets a much better match for Resurgence and gets an actual good American title defense. One thing we probably should talk about, just because it was very stupid, in the match with Naito and Teton, Liger guy.
Yeah, Liger USA.
Was that the one that used to go to the ROH shows? I think it's that same guy.
He's on. I can ask him. He's on Reddit. He actually posted about himself on Reddit.
I saw that. That was something. If you didn't see it, Naito and was it Naito and Teton?
Yeah,
trying
they
to get
both
him to
did.
come
Naito
out.
and Teton were like, "Hey, come on, come sit in this chair at ringside here." And he's like, "Me? I'm not gonna fucking come over and sit at ringside." But then he's like, "Come on, and do it." And then like security was like waiting for him to try to get over the rail, I guess, because they gave him a nut shot trying to get over the rail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was easily the highlight of that match. But then in the main event of Windy City Riot for the Never Openweight Championship, Konosuke Takeshita defeats Hiroshi Tanahashi, and this match was great.
Was this like Tanahashi's best match in how many since Kenny at the Dome?
Ooh, probably.
Did you forget the Chase Owens match at Korakuen?
Since Kenny at the Dome?
Oh,
Probably, yeah. And who would have thought it would have come in the final year where he's barely got anything left in his knees?
Okay, so this is my positive and negative take from this.
Mm-hmm.
The positive is that this further proves that Konosuke is the best wrestler in the goddamn world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The negative, I think this convinced Tanahashi he's going to run in the G1.
No.
God, man, he might.
That he convinced himself, like after MJF had that match with Danielson, where he's like, "Oh, I can do this." Then he had to put on that fucking stinker with Adam Cole and that stinker with Jay White.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not do that.
Yeah, I could see it. I hope not, but I could see it. Because I mean,
Why do you speak such bad things into the air?
It's possible, no?
It is possible.
Yes, no.
I think here's the deal: if you do that, you have to put him in the same block with a bunch of other guys who can do that. He has to be in the same block as that block has to be Takeshita, Tsuji, Yumura, Zack, like just all guys that can carry him.
no, we're gonna put him in the block with Yujiro. 4 blocks a couple years ago.
Yeah, Tanahashi, Yujiro, Yano, Fale.
Yes,
Chase
Fale's gonna be in there,
Owens.
exactly. Chase.
Jesus.
Oh my God, Chase versus Fale. Oh my God, we need that match.
That is
Chase
block
Owens.
of death.
It's Fale in block
Implosion.
D. Yes,
God Almighty!
we're going back to 28 man in the G1.
Please don't.
Yes.
But yeah, I thought this was easily the best match of the show. Like we said, probably going to be the last great Tanahashi match. But it was I think it was a good send off for Tanahashi in his final match in America.
Well, shame we didn't get the Shibata match like we all hoped.
Well, it's not
Still
Oh,
time.
no, we still
Maybe
can
that'll be
because Forbidden Door is in
Yeah.
UK.
Yeah, in the UK.
Yeah, never
I
mind.
think I still think that's going to happen. I think it needs to. And
Well, didn't Goto say he wanted to face Shibata there? Maybe that'll happen instead.
Triple
Yeah.
threat.
I think it did. Yeah, fine. That's fine.
Or you could do a tag match, play
Maybe they can do it in Noah.
Yeah.
Just all the dream matches happen in Noah.
January 1st.
It's the reunion Mayu tag against Tanahashi and Omos.
Yeah, that's fine.
And Tanahashi's gonna do high five flow off of Omos's shoulders.
Okay, listen.
And the one final farewell to his knees.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end right there. His
One
knees
in a-
actually fall off of his body.
1 in a million pieces.
Oh, I kind of want that spot now. That's wonderful. The last thing we want to cover tonight, we have 2 shows coming up between now and the next time we'll talk to you. It is the Road to Dantaku. It will be Jeff Cobb's final match in New Japan against Hiroshi Tanahashi. You have to assume Cobb's not winning that.
It would be funny though.
It would be.
It would be funny, especially when you think back to when Tanahashi wouldn't even put over Kushida on his way out.
I was about to bring up the exact same thing.
Well, I'm never letting that match over. That's his greatest indictment.
Did he beat him with a roll-up?
I don't remember, but it's still so funny.
Poor Kushida. That dude's been screwed everywhere he's been.
Well, now he's back in the best of Super Junior, so I guess it's
Yes,
okay.
and he'll put up 4 points.
He's going to join the House of Torture, you know.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Honestly, if anybody deserves to be in House of Torture and just get to screw everybody over, it's Kushida.
Maybe he'll time travel and go back to when Bullet Club was good.
When was that?
2015.
That sounds about right. The other event that's taking place between now and then will be Wrestling Red Zone. And it will main event with the IWGP Tag Team Championship on the line between Bishamon of Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi against Callum Newman and Great Khan. So one way or another, somebody's going away with 2 belts, either Great Khan or Hiroki Goto.
Which show has the Konosuke and X match? Is that a Road 2?
I think it's the show after Red Zone.
Okay. Do we have? I mean, it's far and away in ahead, but
Yeah, we
have
can
any
speculate.
guesses? I mean, I feel like Mao is the easy answer because the DDT connection.
Mm-hmm.
But I could see Kyle Fletcher coming back.
Ooh, that would not be a bad one. I'd like that very much.
I wouldn't hate that either. It is a weird spot to have an X. Because it's not like it's
Well, I guess because he doesn't have any allies in New Japan, so
yeah.
I guess this would be announcing his allegiance, I guess, maybe.
You would think. Because, I mean, Fletcher would be fun, but he's also getting a pretty decent push over in AEW, and, what is he going to do over in Japan unless it's build up for putting Fletcher in the G1? That'd be cool as hell. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. But who do we think walks away with the tag belts? I feel like it's kind of a waste of Goto's time.
I disagree. I think we need 2 title Goto.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it, but also I feel like it sucks for Callum Newman to not ever get to defend a belt.
Yeah, well, that's what you get for being European.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's fair.
Now we want to talk about. I was looking at this just now before we came on the air. Yes, before we came on the air, I was reading up some of the cards and the April 19th show with Cobb. Mm-hmm. The main event of that show is such a fucking. This is the state of the factions right now. So the main event of that show, it's one of the 5-on-5 elimination matches, which I love those matches. It's LIJ, so all of them, Bushi, Hiromu, Naito, Shingo, and Tsuji, versus Taka, Taichi, Shota, Uemura, and Yoshihashi. What the fuck is that pair of 5 guys?
Close enough. Welcome back, Suzuki-gun.
What the hell even is that set of guys?
That's Hantai now.
It's weird as fuck, though, and it makes me feel uncomfortable, and they gotta figure something out with these fucking factions, because Hantai is too goddamn
Oh, we
big.
didn't talk about that. Taka Taichi.
Oh, did they have another Takatachi Mania?
Yeah, they announced a new one. It's back in, did they say Kurikan?
Oh, I didn't see the announcement.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I swore I saw that earlier.
How long has it been since the last one? It's been a while, hasn't it?
I don't know. Hold on.
Well, did they do Takataichi Despi like 2 years ago?
Yes.
Taka Waititi?
So I think, I don't think they did one last year. So I guess 21 was the last time they did a straight up Takataichi, I want to say. I'm looking it up.
I mean, I know it's been a bit.
No, I guess they did Takataichi. Let's see right here. It was May of 22. So yeah, 2022. Yeah, I guess Takataichi Despi was in December, I think, of that year, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that's fun. Those shows are always interesting.
I swear I saw I announced it the other day.
I mean, I hadn't seen anything, but I believe you.
Fuck, now I'm gonna sound like a psychopath if I can't find
it was too late for that. That already happened.
Okay, no, I found it.
Yeah, no, you're talking about that you sound like a psychopath.
Takataichi Mania 4 in May 7th, Gherkin Hall.
Cool. No, those shows are always fun. Speaking of fun, we hope you had fun listening this week.
I didn't.
Well, we'll try again next time.
You don't listen, son. You only
exactly.
Well, we'll see you next time. For Nick, and for B-Rob, I'm Kaz. And that's all we got this week.
And if it's your birthday, happy birthday.
Hi, Jessica.
Yeah, stuff.
You literally have a closing gimmick and you won't even do it.
You did it once.
I did it once. That's what you're getting. You'll never know when you're gonna get it either.
And that's perfect.
Nope, not that time.
You've been listening to a Fatal 4 podcast. Subscribe today wherever you get your podcasts and visit fatal4pod.com for more episodes, merchandise, and info on the Patreon.